So today we are going to discuss about Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution of velocities. So as we know that kinetic energy of a system is directly related with its temperature. So we can also say that temperature is directly related to the velocities. So we will see the relation between these two. So if we consider an ideal gas, so there is no interparticle interaction in case of ideal gas. So only kinetic energy contributes to the total energy of the system or internal energy of the system. Meaning we don't consider the potential energy here as there is no interparticle interactions. Okay. And if you know the law of equipartition of energy, each degree of freedom is contributing 1 by 2 kVt per atom to the internal energy. So kV is the Boltzmann constant here and T is the temperature. So if I talk about the monatomic gas, single atom, okay, so there are 3 degrees of freedom in X, Y and Z direction. Okay, so it can take 3 different independent motions, okay, in X, Y and Z direction. So its degree of freedom is 3 for a monatomic gas. And if 1 degree of freedom contribute 1 by 2 kVt, so for 3 degrees of freedom it will be 3 by 2 kVt. So also the average kinetic energy of a particle in an ideal gas is 1 by 2 mv square. Okay. So for n number of particles it can be written like this, and after rearranging the terms here, the temperature is equal to 1 by 3 n kV and square of momentum upon mass. Okay, it is basically the summation because we are considering the whole system, all the particles in the system. Okay, so that's how temperature is related with the velocity of the particle. So now let us go through the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution of velocities. So it basically tells us about the distribution of speed of particles in a gas at certain temperature. Okay, so let us consider that we have 3 systems. One system is at 250 Kelvin, one is at 300 Kelvin, and last one is at 350 Kelvin. So as temperature is directly related with the velocity of the particles, so the particles here, every particle is moving in some random direction. Okay, and if you see, compare 250 Kelvin system with 300 Kelvin system, the individual particles velocity here is going to be higher than the velocity of particles in this system. Okay, and if you again heat the system to 350 Kelvin, then each individual particle is going to acquire more and more velocity here. Okay, so here particles will have less velocity. Here it will be more than 250 Kelvin, and here it will be greater than all of them. Okay, so Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution is a graph between the speed and number of particles. And one thing here is that number of particles in all the systems are constant. Okay, they are not going to change. They are all constant. So if you look at the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution of velocities, so at 300 Kelvin, this is the distribution of velocities. Now what happen if we cool the gas? If I am cooling the gas, okay, so the velocity of the particles in the system will decrease. So at lower speed, I am going to have large number of particles. Okay, I am going to have large number of particles. So the graph is somehow shifting towards the left. So I am having total number of particles in all the systems. So the area under these curves, these three different curves should be constant or it should be same. Okay, so to keep the as the graph is shifting towards the left, uh, the area should remain same. Okay, so peak will goes higher in case of 250 Kelvin. Okay, and if I heat the system more than to a temperature that is greater than 300 Kelvin, so more number of particles are going to acquire high velocity. Okay, so higher speed. So if we go through the graph of this, it is going to shift towards the right, because here we are having some particles which are at a larger speed when compared to 300 Kelvin. So in order to keep the area under the curve same, the height of the graph towards the right should decrease. Okay, so in case of 250 Kelvin, the height is increasing, and in case of 350 Kelvin, the height should decrease. So in all the three curves, the area under each curve should be same, because we are considering that total number of particles in all the systems are same. Okay, so in the next lecture we are going to discuss about the different types of thermostats that are used in molecular dynamics simulation. Okay, thank you.